Welcome back to my playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3, their finest hour with BlackICE and Third Reich Events installed. We'll continue moving along here with the game and see how things go. Yeah, sounds good. We'll give them some fuel for money. We do need to build up some more supplies though. Manpower effect just kicked in. Air bases for West Germany. Definitely want that. Here we go. Walk that down. Just got a bunch of more factories deployed here. Let's see what Japan wants. Now, at this moment, motorized HQ advanced. I'm going to try to get this number down. So we're up in this. Consumer goods. Give the people stuff. They'll like that. Okay, now that we got motorized to 38, that's good. Let's research mountain HQs. And since our study for it is, we will take the event and get a few motorized HQs here. They appeared right here on the map. Okay, assault concentration advance. That's fine. Fortunately, it's gone to red, and at this time I'm not going to push these things, but we want to get this as quick as possible to get superior firepower to be able to increase the number of brigades in the division. We will research armored HQs. Ah, F.W. Assman and Son. Makers of fine SS uniforms to terrorize the populace with. The NSFK, the National Socialist Flieger Corps. It's a party-based organization that, similar to the NSKK, that deals with gliders and flight training elements, which will help establish a base of personnel for the Air Force. So yes, we will support this, which will increase our manpower, officers, and certain technical improvements representing developments there. Okay, artillery barrage. barrel and ammunition improvements. Okay, I know which one that is. That's that one. Alright, we're going to go with improved anti-tank and AA ammo. Fuel for money, certainly. Okay, grand battle plans advanced. What is the other one? Twin engine fighter prototypes. We'll research some light bombers. And the big 4-engine transports. No, we don't want crude oil. Resignation of Dr. Godler. I hope I'm getting close to that. Mayor of Leipzig, because over removing of a statue of a famous German who happened to be Jewish from his city, and he was displeased. And this aircraft is done 553 or 253, sorry. There we go. Now that's telling me that we definitely have had a lot of factories come online. So what we need to do is check where we can. It would be best to put additional factories, because we're still in the factory build-up phase. Sorry about that. Still concentrate on areas where we have the heavy industry, because it is a force multiplier for us. Brighter the green, more factories. I know most of you already know this. Just trying to think of things to say to keep things rolling here. Factories. Should get river bonuses for factories, because a lot of goods and services are carried on barges and rivers. Okay, we're going to move a bunch of these down. You can see we're already down at 550, 5.5 ICs to build one factory. So this will keep them rolling. Another big cannon. End of that trade deal. No. No. More diplomatic reports from Czechoslovakia. The Sudetendeutsch Party drafts 6 laws for compulsory reporting of citizens of certain nationalities and their inclusion in the National Register. We're causing trouble. Good for our cause. Artillery carriage designs increased to 4. So we've got that going well. Let's see, we're going to improve our regular artillery brigades here. seaport capabilities have improved. We're going to keep that going as well. This will lead into the ICs for a little bit. Okay, Squadron 152. And 154. I don't know if it's just OCD of me or everyone plays this way, but I'd rather just stick all the groups together. Okay, we're lowering that. Okay, we can get through some of these bombers, but mostly, as you see, I'm concentrating on factories. And by doing that, by having a lot happen all at once, it reduces the cost. IC's cost. Yes, we want the Romanian oil agreement. That will help us out with oil. It's also rather historical. Get a bunch of crude now. Relations improved with Romania. BlackICE events, very good. Okay, beginning of the Great Officer Purge. Another one. Oh, we've achieved low popularity here. That's not so good. I really wish there was a way that we could better deal with it, but there's some sort of internal, as I said before, mechanism in the EXE that we don't quite have access to. 0.2% improvement in money and resources as well for that effect. We are using intelligence to support ruling party support. That helps some. Not focusing on it, but it is there. Uh-oh. The Hindenburg disaster. Like the Germans of the day, we're going to blame spies on it. It's the situation. It could have been, but it's probably more likely just a natural disaster. Big, huge flying bomb. Forward work, AG. Ford was a fairly large manufacturing and complete manufacturer. This wasn't just an assembly plant. This was a total manufacturing plant in Germany. So yes, we will increase our relations with the Ford Motor Company and the USA with that. Battle Commander recognition improvement. That's here. We're not pushing the attacks ahead. He keeps reducing the numbers of hours between attacks, so that is a good thing. Now we're still going to build more money up. Ah, yeah, I love this car. The Mercedes-Benz W31, 3-axle, very good. Very limited production in real life. There's a version of it with 2 machine guns mounted on top of it. And Germany decided not, the German army decided not to have it as an official staff car, put it in production, because it was sort of expensive. We can either pay a lot of money, metal, energy, supplies, and have that car which will, in a very minor way, not a full one, a percentage of it improve our HQ movement speed, or just forget it. We're gonna pay the money. Fleet auxiliary carrier doctrines. That's here. Just got that done. Since we're at low popularity, we've lost a few points. And research ability. Yeah, since this is a special DHQ, it's not showing up here. This is a standard HQ. You can see where it says the tech. Here, Mercedes staff cars. So our generals can ride around in style and have good cross-country performances. Okay. Seaplane base. Totally left off of the map with Hoy, Hearts of Iron. And so TRE added it back in. We have a chance here to expand it. This was the major seaplane base in Germany. It was for Germany at this time. So we will take them up on it and expand the airbase. See, it puts those there, so because they're all fully built. And by doing it this way, instead of just sticking them directly on the map, you get practicals for it. So that's why it's been done the way it's been done. So we'll get a little practical boost along all these. See, now we're down to 5.47 build time. Yeah, I want to improve relations with Japan. It's a small amount of oil coming in. Russia, no. Blueprints have been stolen. Bummer. Okay, no, we're already improving relations with Romania well enough. No. Okay, fighter pilot training advanced, so we want to keep some of these going along. Naval air training, pilot training improved. Really that deep into it? Yeah. Okay, we'll let some of these come up here. 154. 155. Okay, stuff. That's radio direction finding, frequency and radio direction finding or whatever. Oh, it's escort technology here. Okay, we don't need that going there. Let's improve our depth charges. The big Paris Exposition in 1937 went on for quite some time. In Paris, you see the Eiffel Tower, obviously. There's our big German pavilion right across it. This is the big Soviet pavilion. How interesting. This will improve our relations with France, flood it with German tourists, officials, diplomats. There's a color picture of it, a close-up of the eagle. You can see the size of the people. Huge, tall building there built. Designed by Speer. Sort of in competition with the Soviets, so we ruin our relationship with them a little bit. Okay. More sites from it. Under more info here, we will improve our relations with all these countries that attended and had pavilions. Nice ways, and a lot of their citizens, so it'll help our relationship. Putting a lot of money into this, as you can see there. We'll get the Paris Exposition effect here, which will increase our espionage bonuses, industrial intel, and research efficiency, because we're going to everybody's pavilion and trying to get all the interesting little secrets out about their production. Since we're such good sports on the international scene, we're losing -2 threat on all. One of the cool new German cars, race cars obviously. This is a very interesting picture. This is the back half of the Exposition pavilion here. The front, which we're looking towards, is the tall tower, as I understand this. And this is sort of the exit. You go out the back. And you start over, you come out of, from the what we see before you, you come into this big room here, with big airplanes hanging in the air. Full size. These are full size airplanes. You come into this huge glass domed area, and you walk up this spiral walkway, up and around there, and finally to exit there. That's an incredible bit of technology and design, I think, at least for the time period and things. No endorsement of the ideology, just cool technology. That's all. More units are coming online. Okay, money for oil now. Okay, 226, and it goes there. Our flying boats. Probably they should be coming in there, but oh well. Take a quick look. Who do we have here? Keller, Tank Buster. No, we don't want him. Let's see. We'll Stumpf. Since he's a fleet killer, we'll use him to command us. Now we're going to take a quick look. Okay. Enough air online. I want more ICs being built. I build up the area around Breslau pretty heavily, as you can see, including of course Breslau itself. Alright. We'll leave just one of the air in production here. Move the rest to the bottom of the pile. What does nationalist China want? Money for oil? No, thank you. Vollgrün. This is the plan developed by the German General Staff for possible invasion of Czechoslovakia, as well as exercises pertaining to it. So yes, we'll go ahead and use up some supplies and go through the training and practice and get Vollgrün in readiness in case we need to invade Czechoslovakia, because they're being just ever so beastly to Germans living there. Hope you're getting my sarcasm with all that. Rather famous musical performance, opera there. This increases our national unity, you'll see up there. Guderian's book, Achtung Panzer. I've read the English version of it probably about 1.5 times. Very good book on learning various tactics, and this will give a few days benefit to various elements. Got the aircraft carrier engine advance, as we were debating a little bit on the message board for this series about the idea of not researching, just building license models. That is for if you're just wanting a carrier and you can license one from somebody good like the US, maybe at this time, or more likely in Japan. Get a good carrier. It's probably a better way to go. But I like to research it, and if you want to be able to build your own, now, like, we generally will have access to Japan's tech unless the US clobbers them. 162. Then we would obviously have to research it ourselves if we're at war with everybody else. Still lowering that pretty well. There will be some events that will help lower the amount of descent. But there will also be events that increase the amount of descent. So, quite honestly, I don't remember, even though I built a lot of them, when exactly they all happen. I just used the historical dates and things, or conditions at times. Some of them are dates Some are conditions, some are conditions and dates, just as I've sort of interpreted the events. Get another infantry division here, upgrade to motorization. See if we can quickly find it here on the map. There we go. Attached to there temporarily at least. And move both over here, because that's probably where we're going to need it. Put it right there on that bar. Get you both. Don't want to lose these units and go, hey, where's all my motorized units when I want to get ready to go to war? Adolf Emin dies. Nice little informational event here. If Egypt still existed as a country, Britain's already taken him over. Would have helped the relationship. He really increased our general knowledge of hieroglyphs, improved that. Nice event. Provided 2 TRE by George, 1941. He's helped me a lot with research, sending me events, fully done up. I often go on and tweak them myself and rework them a bit, but it's helped so much having someone do the framework for it, and I just got to go in and take a look at it and review it to see how my interpretation of it, than having to start from scratch. Okay. See what would be good. So yeah, and George helped out a lot with the Czech events, which is pretty obvious knowing that he's Czech. Now back to medium popularity. Japan has decided Marco Polo Bridge, teach the Chinese, so now starts the real big Japanese-Chinese war, Sino-Japanese war, in full earnest. Okay, Reichswerk Hermann Göring. This is part of the 4-year plan events. Major, huge industrial complex that was basically government owned, but sort of a fiefdom of Hermann Göring, as the title would suggest. We'll get some good effects out of it and increased resources and factories. Though it does cost, as you can see. Since we're back to medium popularity, hopefully we'll keep it. Let's see here. Submarine crew, we're still doing pretty good up, but some of these things are just really poor. Probably Germany would have naturally already had better some of those techs, but I don't know. Oh, too many things popping up. Hossbach. Memorandum. Alright, getting party control over the military government and plans. Vanderbilt Cup. Our German driver wins it. And that's in the United States, so it costs us a little money to send him over, but got to do things like that to promote Germany up. Amelia Earhart disappears. Okay. The Graf Zeppelin, LZ-130. Now we still have the Graf Zeppelin 1 in limited service. It's sort of withdrawn partially because of the little problem we had with Hindenburg. Now, so do we keep working on it, or do we stop production? Well, since we're going down the historical path with this, we're gonna go down. So we're gonna keep working on it. Might be of some use to us still. Let's see if we can get helium, and it was designed originally for helium lift, because helium doesn't lift as well as hydrogen. And the US is one of the main suppliers of helium, which, because of World War I and Germany's use of hydrogen zeppelins, there's a law which is still in effect today, making it illegal to export helium, at least to certain countries. And we send Hugo Echner, in charge of the Zeppelin project, over to meet Roosevelt and crew to try to get the U.S. to change minds on selling us helium. They don't this time. Okay, well, so we're going to be stuck with a hydrogen Zeppelin. Probably not going to be the best thing for civilian rights. Hermann Göring, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Sorry. Technical agency to help improve, help train mid-level technician types to work in factories and develop things. So yes, we will spend the supplies, get the program going. That'll help us out a bit. Alright. Okay. Okay, doing good here, production-wise. I want to check something here. Haven't improved there or there. Okay. Let's see. Got enough money, making a lot. We need some rare materials because a lot more factories have come online. No, we don't want to ship them in from Siam. Or Mexico. Estonia. Yeah, keep it out of Soviet hands. And Latvia. I want to improve our relationship with Iraq. So we could buy it from Poland, but we're not going to because we may be going to war with Poland at some point and conquering and taking out all their resources and pool. So that we have to keep that in mind. Now, Saudi Arabia, we might want to pursue in future good relations with them, so we might as well do this now. Finland, no, we've already been doing a bunch of that. Deep battle doctrine has advanced. Right here. Small fuel tank is for aircraft has advanced. Alright, we need to increase our aero engines there. Well, I should have already been doing that. Now we're in the red there. And I know there's going to be events coming up that need money, so sort of this back and forth. You're in the green and money, and in the red some resource, so you buy a bunch of resources, then you get in the red and the money, so you sell back and forth. Okay, 4th International Aviation Show in Zurich here. That's down here in Switzerland. let's see. If we go, it's going to cost us some supplies and money, but it's very minor. But it'll improve our technology and in relations with Switzerland here, because we'll get to examine other countries' aircraft while we're doing this. These are all photos from the event, the poster. Other nations also get to benefit a bit by this. The Grand Prix of Germany here in the Nürburgring. Many people may see this in the modern day show Top Gear, which got cancelled a while ago. Inspector der SS Richtschulden. King Christian Weber. It's that guy there, Himmler there. Christian Weber did here's his photo up there. Like the lady, so he had a bunch of women in attendance in interesting costumes. Again, deplorable person actually, but he will be in charge, or we can not. But no, we want to have SS mounted units here, so we'll make him an inspectorate and expand the schools. So he's in charge there, and then they also had a smaller school up here in Hamburg, or just in the outskirts of Hamburg, attached to the SS HQ, so you can see our HQ empire is growing. Light bomber prototype has advanced. Okay, so turn manpower pool from building air bases. Good. Oop. Damn. I hate when I do that, when this stuff pops up. That was the Totenkopf Standard and Creation event that we just very briefly saw there. Another Nacht der Amazon, the Night of the Amazons, put on by Christian Weber. This is the 1937 event. And if we don't do it, people will be upset. So we'll go ahead with this. Get some popular support there. There he is, being master of the ceremony. And power pool return. Now we've improved that, so we could build those if we need to. Let's see, what do we want to continue to do here? We're going to do assault gliders just to get them out of the way. We'll go into till the end of July here. I'm having fun doing this. Hopefully you're reasonably enjoying watching it. Okay. Anti-tank and anti-aircraft ammo we have improved. See, now that we've done that, we have the ability to improve armored fighting vehicles, anti-aircraft weapons. Okay, we've already made it to August here, so we're going to finish these up. Give them money for oil, no thank you. Box Sport Magazine. Okay. One of the very many publications in the Reich time. Okay, I hope you've all had fun with this. I've been enjoying playing this. And I hope you learn a little bit more about the game, more about the mod, and more about history. Have a good day.